Hey traders, Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy. We are here in our trading center in Medellin, Colombia. Today I'm going to be answering all the questions that you guys have asked on YouTube and Instagram and all the other stuff. So don't forget to always put the hashtag Ask Marcello. I'll put it here on the screen or here, wherever, so you guys can see exactly how to write it, and then I can pull all the questions for you. Quite a few questions. I'll start with the first one right away from Brutus Empire. Great name. Pimp ass location, great view. Can you make a video about how most money was made 8 or 9 years ago, and how this time around to make even more money? Seems like it's starting again or close to it. So Brutus, if I can call you Brutus, I don't understand the question exactly, but I think you're referring to in regards to the crisis of what happened in 2008, 2009, how it's very similar, how we're getting to that point again when it comes to the crisis, especially that I believe that we're walking into right now, and how to make money from that as well, from my opinion, right? So that's the way that I'll answer the question. If that wasn't the question that you were asking, leave me another comment if you could, and I'll try to clarify for you. First thing I do want to let you know is obviously, trading or investing is risky. Just because I talk about it or you should invest in certain things, I don't want you guys to just go out and do that. I don't want to be responsible for the things that you guys do or invest in. So make sure you do your own research. Trading, investing is risky. Just because I talk about certain things doesn't mean that you should necessarily invest in them, okay? So that's the first thing I want to tell you guys. So the first thing that you should know is that there's different types of traders, right? There's investors, there's traders, there are position traders as well. Basically, the only difference between all of them is short-term, medium-term, long-term. And I guess the way that we can phrase it is scalping, intraday, swing, position traders, okay? You are going to make a lot more money trading intraday, which means you open and close the position the same day rather than holding long term, because you can make a lot more returns during the day. So during the crisis, or during that time in 2008, 2009, there were a lot of different ways that people made money. You could buy gold and silver, whether it was the physical or the miners, when that shot up, and obviously you make a return that way. You can short the market. Right, so for those of you guys that don't know, we can buy a stock and it goes up, but we can also short a stock. And to not make it completely complicated, to be able to understand it, the only thing that you can think about is we're shorting the value of what we think a stock will be, basically. The technicalities of it is you have to borrow the stock and then short it and then sell it back. But to understand the simplicity of the process, it's basically, you think the value of a stock is going to go down, you short the stock, or you bet that the value is going to go down. If it goes down, you make money. It's that simple. So that's another way you can do it. Oil, obviously oil spiked up as well. You can buy oil, and every single one of these financial products, you can either do stocks, you can do ETFs, you can do the futures, you can do the spiders. There's a ton of different ways to make money when it comes to the situation that we had in 2008, 2009 compared to the situation that we're walking into now, and they're very, very similar. I've been a very big advocate of things like gold and silver. You guys probably watched the video that I did on Bitcoin. Obviously the fanatics, didn't agree with anything I was saying, because obviously nothing can be wrong with Bitcoin, right? But obviously I try to look at things from both aspects, and I think the blockchain is almost one of the most securest things on the planet. That technology is what is going to revolutionize other things as well, like banking and everything else. But I'm not completely sold on Bitcoin because, I prefer to invest in other things like gold and silver, which have been used for thousands of years. And if a government comes out with a digital currency, if a euro, the dollar, and the Chinese renminbi all become digital currencies, yeah, Bitcoin might be quote-unquote secure, but the value of Bitcoin is going to go down, right? So that's the way I look at those kinds of things. So those are the variety of things, Brutus, that you can use to be able to invest in these times coming up. Obviously for me, I love the markets because for me it's one of the only things that provides ultimate freedom, right? You can have financial freedom, but you have to work 20 hours a week, 18 hours a day, 15 hours a day to be able to have that, right? Then you don't have time freedom or location freedom because you have to go to a job every day. So for me, trading, investing in the market is something that really provides something that no other business or job or profession can actually give you, where even in a financial crisis, even in a recession, a depression, which can happen again, right? We had it in 1929. It's the only thing that can give you your ultimate freedom, because if we have a crisis, you're gonna make more money. You're not gonna make less. Instead of having a job, you might get fired, right? Everybody thinks that a job is secure because you get that paycheck 2 times a month. And if you're the first in, you're the first out, right? Because if a company needs to downsize, if you guys look at the jobs data, there's actually more people that don't have jobs right now than during the crisis that we had. So it's something that you should consider. I may be off a little bit in the numbers. You know, the official government numbers say that we've been increasing jobs, but the quality of the jobs is really not the same, right? There's more waiters, waitresses, and things like that, bartenders, rather than actually high-skilled, high-paying jobs. So those are a bit of the few ideas that I can give you, Brutus, in terms of what you can do to be able to make money with what we're walking into. Anytime that we have a crisis, their tangible things are always the things that are going to do well. Real estate, you know, gold and silver, oil. You know, I believe, and obviously this is a personal opinion, that long term the dollar isn't going to do as well. I just did a video recapping the information of what happened in the week, and the American debt level has reached a record high, higher than during the crisis of 2008. So there's a bunch of red flags that we have coming up, and I believe that we're walking into something that's going to be very dangerous. And for me, the only thing that I know of that is almost foolproof when it comes to making money, especially when you're going to learn how to do it. Obviously, you know, I don't want to sit here and tell you guys that tomorrow you're going to start making $1 million trading. It's a process you have to go through to be able to learn. But once you learn, nobody's going to be able to take that away from you. And you can make a lot more money during a crisis or even a recession than at any other point or any other job, okay? So I hope, Brutus, that I answered your question. If not, then let me know. Leave another comment. Just mark it with Ask Marcello, and I'll be happy to go ahead and clarify for you, okay? The next question here we have from, let me take a look, Brutus Empire again. I'll go ahead and follow up with you, my man. Been hearing a lot of good things about Colombia. You ever been to the Dominican Republic or Haiti? Is the speed good? Speedy's talking about internet. So I haven't been to Haiti. Haiti, when I was first traveling around the world about 8 or 9 years ago, I always wanted to go to the locations that most people don't go to. So I've been to the Guianas, which are 3 countries on the top right of South America: French Guiana, Guyana, and Suriname, which was the Dutch Guiana. I've been to Somalia. I've been to the newest country in the world, South Sudan. I loved Ethiopia, which most people don't imagine would be a great location. India, which a lot of people visit, but I'm sure a lot of people don't for obvious reasons. Africa, you know, I've been to Rwanda, which I call the Germany of Africa. Uganda, Zimbabwe, Zambia. So Dominican Republic I like, but I'm at a point now in my life where I don't want to deal with a lot of, and excuse me if I say it this way in the video, but I don't want to deal with a lot of bullshit. So in a country like Colombia, for example, you can find first world amenities. The internet is really fast, the people are great, the women obviously are beautiful, the weather's great. Dominican Republic, for me, you may be able to find good internet, but it's pretty backwards, right? It's a bit dangerous. I've heard a lot of things. If you're driving on the interstate from one city to another, there's just a guy that stands in front of the road, literally to hijack your car with a gun. So most of the people that know Dominican Republic, they go to Punta Cana, which is, you know, the all-inclusive resort where you don't go anywhere. You just stay in your little box. You go to the beach, which is paid for by the resort, and then you come back to the hotel room. I like to travel a little bit differently. So I haven't been to Haiti. I believe that Haiti probably doesn't have the infrastructure required for a trader, to be honest with you. They might have internet, but where are you going to be sitting, right? And for me, most important things for me when it comes to being able to travel is the weather. I hate heat. I don't want to be anywhere where they have 100% humidity with 100 degrees Fahrenheit, right? So That's why I don't go to Haiti, and I don't recommend Haiti. Dominican Republic might be okay if you guys can stand the heat. But other than that, I really don't know too many places that can compare with Colombia, because Medellin more than anything in Colombia, because it's in a fantastic location. It's booming here. You can find great food, great, again, women, weather, everything. So I'll go ahead and close this kind of Ask Marcello with those 2 questions. Don't forget to mark everything with Ask Marcello. Hashtag Ask Marcello, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you guys wanna do it. And yeah, so that's it, guys. First, Ask Marcello. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we will talk to you guys soon.